I'm doing well, Mr. USTA President. How are you?
Why don't you tell us how you think the game has changed since you played?
That's a good question from the President of the United States Tennis Association. He knows the game, but he's asking me how the game has morphed, how it's changed since I turned pro in 1988 and up till today. Well, we've seen a big transition in the sport from a physicality standpoint. The athletes, the average height and weight of the athletes in both the male and female locker room has increased sizably.
The only time you played your brother in a final, what are your memories of that family affair?
The memory of that is that the right brother won.
What were your parents like that weekend?
My father said, that was one of the few matches that even he had a hard time going to. And my mom was also someone who stayed away. Maybe, Ellen, we remember when I was younger that my mom only used to come to matches when I thought I was going to lose. Maybe you kids can answer this. Why? Because you need your mom if you start crying. Yeah.
You are here tonight with some of these guys that you've known since you were 8, 9, 10 years old. Jim Courier, you played with Pete Sampras the last weekend, Todd Martin. These are guys that in many ways have defined your upbringing from a preteen to a teen to a young adult and now 40. How meaningful is it for you to renew these friendships and these rivalries here at this stage of your life?
Oh, it's a great thing. I mean, you got to understand that we were all competing for #1 in the world for so many years. Now we're at a stage in our lives where we can really take in what the other one has meant to each of us individually in our careers, and to get to know one another is also a luxury. I mean, we never really even knew each other. You know, tennis is such an individual sport, so to be out there these days and to spend time traveling and being around one another with family and kids and sort of talking about all that, you start to get to know the people you've lived with, grown up with, competed against, and it's a great way to embrace it all.